Hello Reformers and welcome to a special feature of Sundered. Now Sundered is from the developers of Jotun and it is completely hand-drawn. It is a fantastic Metroidvania game. I've been playing a little bit of it and we're going to take a look at a more advanced stage of the game a little bit later on after the introduction of the game. Anyway, let us start. As you can see, I've been playing for about an hour on my other save and my progress is at 1%. So you can imagine there's a lot of content here. And oh yeah, this is actually not a cutscene, this is me and this is the actual gameplay. So yes, your eyes do not deceive you, the game is this beautiful. Is this sanctuary I see? Ah, there we are. Welcome to Sundered, and we've technically just been killed. That's the death animation as far as I'm aware. Now, of course, this is the small tutorial that we're going to be going through here, and yeah, there are plants that want to kill us, which is not very nice. There is wall jumping. I love the wall jumping mechanics in the game. We're going to be seeing a little bit more of those later on. And yes, we will obviously be introduced to our little companion, and by little I mean actually quite a big guy. There's quite a big guy, and he is certainly actually very intense. He's got sort of an intense aura about him, but we're gonna, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see that relatively soon anyway. There we go. There's a health elixir. Yes, you have a health elixir, relatively similar to Dark Souls. And here is the fellow I was talking about.
Schätzinger vergebs. Ich sei gelaf, ik een weitschwächli auf Bechelkeit. En schalest, uesch mekra krafst. Ik uechli au kamps, lehet vergelensdach.
Well, that's simple enough, isn't it? Yes, press X to attack. Oh yeah, I absolutely love the graphic style of the game. I absolutely think that the animations are really, really fluid and smooth as well. And, oh, stuck on a boss. Yeah, there's going to be bosses. There is definitely going to be bosses. Oh yeah, did I mention, by the way, that you can check out this game in the description. There is a link down below. And I highly recommend it. It looks fantastic and plays very, very well as well. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. It is a good solid Metroidvania roguelike experience. And it's all procedurally generated too. So if you get bored of the level design, just die and then you get a new one. So yeah, pretty impressive. Now we can't open this door just yet. This door is low on power, so the quest that we have right now is to restore power. Hopefully we're going to be able to do that. Probably not in this particular section of the video, perhaps, but maybe later. This is just to show the sort of introductory mechanics and things like that. But yeah, this is the first biome that you're going to come across. And it's very, very similar to sort of Rogue Legacy, the way that it does the map and things like that. Yeah, as our friend is talking, and that statue, as you can see there, a little bit of backstory about that statue. And we're now about to pick up some equipment. If I can wall jump properly. And it will help you endlessly. It's fantastic. So let's just open up this door. This door thankfully has been given power by something, you know, one of these people around us, and we're now going to be able to progress a little bit as well. Now we need to be careful here because the enemies do tend to ramp up relatively fast because there are dynamic enemy spawns. So the enemies will not be in the same place every single time. They are different. Now, yes, I can't go there just yet. But at least we have uncovered most of the map, and oh yeah, wall jumping. Did I mention that? Yes. I'm being chased. I'm being chased by electric things. I actually don't know what they are, but yes, we're being chased by them. And yeah, now we've already been introduced to the new enemy type. Yeah, that's how fast the enemies ramp up here. If you get into the second biome as well, which my second save file has already gotten to, then you'll also see another enemy type. Actually, a couple of extra enemy types. So yeah, they do not like to let you just die against the same enemy over and over. It's actually many different types that want to kill you, so that's not very nice, but well, variety is the spice of life, or death in this case. I think I may have made my way to the second biome already. Well, technically this is kind of like a second area. As you can see, it's A2 instead of A1, so you can imagine that there are many, many more separate areas that you can go into, and maybe we'll get to see the the other enemy spawns. I think that could be pretty fun, even though they're not exactly fun to fight against, but you know, they do have their own particular charm because everything is of course hand-drawn. Can I get up here? Can I actually? There we go, thank you. Okay, so now, yeah, you remember this door? You remember this door that we couldn't get through before? Yeah, now I've just opened it up and it is a shortcut. Yeah, so that is the Metroidvania style of things. I've now opened that up so we can get back to this biome without having to go all the way to the bottom of the world, and yeah, so that's a little bit easier, you know, a little bit nicer to sort of access the newer areas a little bit quicker. And I think I've kind of shown you enough about the sort of introductory stuff going on here, so it's about time that we go and join my advanced self, isn't it? Okay, so here we are. We're about an hour into the game, and I have about 756 shards. They are used to upgrade your character. Obviously, only when you've died. Well, technically you can make your way back up to the leveling up spot if you want, but that takes a long, long time if you want to wall jump all the way there. Now, we are currently here in front of this object. I'm not entirely sure what the object is going to be, but I hope it's going to be a bit of an ability upgrade or something along those lines. Aha, there we go. So it is a health charm, and we can a pick. We can equip perks in the Trapezohedron's tree, which is the leveling up place. So let's just explore a little bit, and we're gonna try and find if we can unlock some extra areas or something along those lines, maybe? Ooh, very nice. We have some corrupted treasure. That's good. That's going to obviously give us a really, really big boost of shards, and that's going to be the main reason why you are going to be able to level up, because you're going to find these corrupted treasures and things like that. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting a bunch of enemies. I absolutely love the hand-drawn style of the game as well. And it uses a very, very similar system to games like Left 4 Dead, for example, because it is a dynamic spawn system. So you're going to be seeing enemies when you least expect it, and most of the locations in the game actually, well, yeah, I think most of the locations, with the exception of the, shall we say, waypoints and the places that you kind of get an idea of where you actually are, so landmarks and things, that is obviously going to make a big difference. So that is obviously going to help you be able to navigate throughout the level, but for the most part, this is all new to me. I've done one other run beforehand, and it is all new. And there's a small sample of the voice that you are going to be hearing, and this is the quote-unquote weapon. You know, it seems like it's some sort of god, perhaps, that has joined you, some sort of demon, perhaps, I don't know. But something has joined you, and something is helping you with extra power. So let's see what happens here. Actually, there we go. Oh, now we're being shot at. Oh my, that's some rather large enemies. Well, that's not too nice. Okay, well, as you can see, we do have a, shall we say, collapsible shield. It's a regenerating shield as well, so if you don't get hit for a while, you're going to get that back. But I have a bad feeling that I'm probably going to perish here. It is very, very difficult to stay alive when, well, you haven't encountered these enemies beforehand, yeah. I haven't encountered these before. The guys with the sniper rifles, that is. Everyone else, yeah, no problem. You know, I can deal with those, no problem at all. I'm going to take a health elixir right here. Make sure I stay alive a little bit longer, at least. Maybe I can kill them. Oh, they are hunters. They are actually hunters. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. But, yeah, I think this might be it for me. I think it might be it for me. Maybe if I can just stay alive a little bit longer. A little bit longer, maybe. Ah, got killed by one of the meteoroids. Oh well, never mind. I guess this gives me a good opportunity to show you the upgrade and leveling system. Okay, so here we are. This is the upgrade tree. Now, to those of you that have played Path of Exile and things like that, that have massive, massive trees of abilities, this will be a little bit familiar to you. But obviously it's a little bit less than that, which is thankful, because I don't really want to go through a massive tree. But it's very, very in-depth, as you can see here. You can go to all kinds of different directions. And I personally feel like I'm probably going to go for some damage now. I think damage would probably help me out a little bit. As you can see, I've already increased my armor a little bit, and if I want to, I can increase my luck. At the moment I have 100%, and I could upgrade it to get another 2% per level. Now I have 947 shards, which is a pretty decent amount. Beforehand I had about 300, so obviously I didn't have too many to use. So I'm going to upgrade my damage a little bit. There are 3 stages that you have to level up before you can go to the next tier. Now, as you can see here, I can level up my shields, and then I can increase my maximum energy. Now, energy is used to dodge, you know, to do your rolling and things like that. So that's actually pretty good to go for. I think I might try to do that first, because the other thing we have is shield regeneration. That is really nice, actually, but this luck is going to cost me 75 shards per level, which is pretty insane. Also, we do have a health elixir, an extra charge here, very much Dark Souls-esque in that regard. You have a health elixir and you can use it once, and you can also get those back randomly from enemies. So let's... okay, I guess we'll just have to do luck, why not? Let's see what we can do here. We're going to be increasing our... Ooh, I don't know. I'd like to get another health elixir, but the shield regeneration is so good. I'm going to do that. And then we'll go for more shield. I don't know whether I'm going to have enough. I will not have enough, but I will be able to get a little bit of extra health, extra shield, and shield regeneration. So that's good. We're working towards it. We're working towards it. There we go. So we are back at the main hub here, and now this is when the entire game with the exception of landmarks and important waypoints and things like that, that is when the entire game completely procedurally generates itself. And it changes absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. So nothing looks the same, which is pretty amazing. I mean, obviously the tile sets will look similar, but in general the layouts will be completely different, and that's why you have a map, isn't it? Now, because this is Metroidvania in its style, we do have these things here. These are, well, impassable areas, basically, and you're going to need something else. You know, I don't actually know what you're going to need because I haven't unlocked it yet, but you're going to need something else like a double jump, or maybe something to remove the thorny plants, because they are blocking your way, of course. So yeah, also that is shown up on the map, so it is pretty convenient. You know, it's actually just going to show exactly where you need to go if you are having some of those areas that are currently locked. So that is, in my opinion, really, really nice and useful. They don't just remove it from the map every single time, because I think that would be a bit harsh, but yeah, it's pretty cool the way they do that. And of course, we do have the wonderful, wonderful hand-drawn art style. I mean, I personally really like these kinds of art styles. It's just really, I don't know, it just has that kind of charm. It's very sharp, and the animations, I don't even know what to say about the animations. They're just really, really fluid and smooth, and that's exactly what you want in a game like this, because you need to make sure that every single animation comes out when you want it to come out, and that's exactly what it does. The jumping is a little bit difficult for me specifically to get used to, but once you do get used to it, it's really, really nice to work with, because the floaty sort of nature of it is very, very useful for when you're using wall jump, and you're going to be using wall jump a huge amount to get around here. So I'm going to just go down here, and we're going to try and get to the next sort of area. This is where you pick up your first, I think this is where you pick up the shield upgrade, just down here, or yes, just around here actually. So that's pretty cool. I do like the shield upgrade. It's absolutely fantastic. It does help you to stay alive a little bit longer, but as you can see, it is also, yeah, this is where the shield upgrade, but as you can see, the wall jump is very, very accurate in the way that it behaves, because when you're wall jumping, let me see if I can actually just show you. When you're wall jumping, you can't use one wall to jump up. Now, in other games, you might be able to do that, but in this, you're going to need another wall, so you're going to need to go over like that. So yes, at least the demonstration was a little bit clearer than my explanation. Fantastic. Yeah, anyway, we can now continue onward, and I'm gonna just see, where should we go? Well, we haven't gone into any of these rooms yet, so I think what I'd like to do is probably just go down first. And maybe we'll get into that dark area again or something along those lines. Yeah, we are actually going into that dark area immediately. But maybe we'll find some of that treasure, who knows? I mean, we haven't really found much treasure just yet, but I've been finding a lot when I was playing by myself. So yeah, isn't that just the way? Curse of the Let's Play, I guess. That's what's going on here. But yeah, otherwise everything is actually going quite nicely. These things are very easy to kill. You can actually stop them with your melee attack before they even get to you. They have a charge attack. Yes, an electrical charge attack. Yes. The puns will never cease. And yeah, then of course you have those other guys that, you know, they what do they do now? They burrow into the ground and then they come up. They're sort of electric as well. And then, you know, it just seems like many different biomes and the different enemies that you, oh yeah, if I could actually wall jump properly, that would be nice. Anyway, yeah, you have many different biomes and many different enemies to fight, and you just have to explore, and that's the cool thing about the game. You have a number of different places that you can go, and they are all random every single time, with of course the exception of, you know, the landmarks, as I've said. Anyway, let's see if we can uncover a new area. I think it might be quite cool if we could do that. You have to find 3 shards to unlock extra things. I'm actually unsure what that may be. Maybe extra abilities? I think you can actually get extra abilities from uncovering shards. So I'm really wanting to do that. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to in this video, but I really want to try and find out what kind of abilities I would be able to get. But as you can see, you can do really cool aerial combos as well. And you basically need that, because whenever you are fighting one of those meteoroid things in the dark area, they're probably going to float in midair. They're going to float in midair, and you're going to have to do something about them. And what do? You do an aerial combo, and they won't stand up to that for very long. I have no idea where I'm going right now. That's exactly the point, though. You have no idea where you're going, which, in the spirit of Metroidvania, is, you know, a little bit perplexing, because usually in Metroidvania you know exactly where you're going. You know, the locations are exactly the same to lend itself to that sort of memorization, you know, familiarity complex. But when you are doing it with procedural generation, it is done very, very cleverly, because the developers, what they've done is they've made it so that, as I say, there are landmarks and the various, shall we say, transitions to each of the different biomes. They're very, very familiar. You can tell that you're going into a different biome, and you know exactly which biome you're going into, which is good. So, in theory, well, in practicality, actually, the Metroidvania elements are completely adhered to, and that, in my opinion, is really quite a testament to the developers' efforts. Anyway, yeah, these are the worms that I was talking about. They burrow underneath, and then they come up and do some sort of electrical attack, and then they come back down and burrow again. So you need to avoid all of their attacks from, you know, the initial bombardment, and then you can kill them. But this is exactly what I was talking about. This is corrupted treasure, and this is exactly what I would love to be able to pillage. Oh yes, give me that treasure. As you can see, my shard count is going absolutely crazy, and we're now back up to 430. So now I can hopefully get that extra charge of elixir, and maybe I'll be able to start going towards something else as well in the upgrade tree. Now, these... come on! Yeah, now that we have much more damage, I should be able to kill the worms a lot easier. Obviously, beforehand, they were not too easy for me. I had to really wail on them quite a bit. But thankfully, now that I have that extra damage, that is helping me out quite a bit. And we need to be a little bit careful now, because I don't have my shield up at the moment. Let's just kill that, thank you. Okay, so I haven't... Where haven't I gone? I think I've gone in most of the rooms so far. Can I go up here? No, I can't go up here just yet. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to go up this way, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. We haven't gone into this place just yet. Wall jumps. Wall jumps. There we go. Okay, so is there anything here? No, it doesn't seem like there's anything here at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look at the map real quick, because I'd like to try and see... Okay, so I've basically been everywhere, with the exception of over to the left. Aha. Okay, so I'm going to need to go down and to the left then. Alright. So let's see if I can do that. Ah, okay, so I can't go through here. Okay, so I'm going to need to go all the way around. Alright, so we're almost there into the mystery room, and it's going to obviously lead us into the next area, hopefully. Okay, yeah, there we go, there we go. Almost fell, almost fell. Alright, so yes, there we go. Okay, so now we are going to enter the next biome. Technically, this is where you're going to come the first time you sort of play through, and we're going to have to fight those meteoroid things, which I'm not particularly happy about. They're not my favorite enemy, because they do tend to make themselves quite the nuisance. You know, they just kind of hover there, and then they attack you with fire and burn your face off, and it's not very nice. But yes, hopefully we'll be able to teach them a lesson before they're able to do any of that. Ah, there's some corrupted treasure up there. Okay, I need to be a little bit careful about this. My shield has oh my, yes. My shield has broken. Gonna need to just stay up here a little bit and hopefully get it to restore itself. Yes, there we go. We're back up to full shield now. As I say, dynamic enemy spawn. Very, very deadly if they decide to give you a huge wave. Ah, we haven't been here before. Nice. Okay, so let's continue going through. And, okay, I'm a bit worried about this. Because if those hunter things turn up again, I think those only turn up in a special sort of event, so I shouldn't have to worry about them all the time, but even so, I'm going to be a little bit careful of things. So let's just try... Ah, here we go. Here's the meteoroids, and that's exactly what I was talking about. So they are going to be very, very annoying to deal with. Unless they just run into your melee attacks, in which case they are not that annoying. So there we go. We also have some other corrupted treasure here, so you can level up pretty easily if you just happen to get a bit lucky. I can of course jump up here. There we go. Come on. Yes. And I gotta say that the small amount of wall climbing that you actually do, wall jumping should I say, that is very satisfying. Very, very satisfying, because when you actually make it, it's really cool, but obviously you have to make it for it to be satisfying, so... no, I think I might be going down. Going down, yes. Okay, that's not very good. Okay, well, thankfully the meteoroids are not exactly the most damaging enemy, so they can hit you and just get kind of deflected against your shield, and that's not really a big deal, so... Yeah, the main problem is when your shield does get destroyed. Then you need to be a little bit worried, and that's why I'm running up here. Gonna use my health elixir. Gonna make sure that I don't actually die just yet, because I would very much like to explore a little bit more of this area. There we go. Alright, so that is the pickup that we just got. And this is the room which we activated and then summarily got executed, which was not very nice. Okay, wow, this is very much expansive, isn't it? Oh yes. It has expanded greatly since we were here last time. Okay, come on. If I could actually wall jump properly, then that would be fantastic. Alright, I think this is actually the room that we were in beforehand. Western control room, energy generator. Okay, so it seems like I'm going to have to do a little bit here. Alright, so I hope that we don't have all those enemies following us. Seems like I have to survive this particular event. So let's try that again, shall we? Alright, so where are those hunters? Yeah, it seems like we have to survive this particular event. So let's try and, you know, complete this and make sure that we are okay. Oh no, I took a shot from the snipers. That is not good. Okay, let me just try and dodge a little bit more, shall I? Oh no, I've broken the shield. Oh no, my shield is broken. Okay, let's be a little bit careful. Okay, if I just stand over here and just sort of dodge and try and kill these guys, maybe, wait a minute, do I need to kill the hunters to be able to win this? Maybe. Okay, let's see if I actually do need to do that. I've already used my health elixir, so that is not good. Not good. Can I kill them? Yes. Maybe I can. Oh, they're now shielding themselves. That's fantastic. Great. Very good for them, but not good for me. And maybe I'll be able to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, is that the last one? I think there is actually another one. Where is it, though? I think it's down. Yep, it's down from me. Okay. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Need to be a little bit careful here, but hopefully we can kill them. There. Ah, okay. Did we kill them all? Yeah, I think we killed them all. Yes. Okay, I think I may have survived. Oh, now that's a miracle. That is an absolute miracle right there. Okay, so now dodge. There we go. Dodge completely gives you immunity frames from basically everything, so you want to use it quite a lot, but obviously you do need to bear in mind that you have energy and you can only use it 3 times in quick succession. So we did it. We did that. That is amazing. And now, oh my. Now things get a little bit more difficult, as you can see here. All of the traps, all of the elevators, all of the lasers and all kinds of terrible things that want to kill us have activated. Well, hopefully my shield will absorb most of that. There is a laser here. Oh no. Yeah, I saw the scorch marks on the walls and I was just like, oh, that's nothing, you know? That's just whatever, you know? I thought that was actually damage from the meteoroids, but no, it's actually damage from death laser beams. Oh, they actually don't even do that much damage, which is fine, but obviously they're an additional obstacle and you have to worry about enemies as well as the lasers. So, yeah, it seems like I'm gonna explore a little bit more around then, shall I? I think that would be nice. Anyway, that will be it for this special feature. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.